Rolling.
Good?
Yep. All right. You know when.
Go ahead, dude.
All right, welcome to Blowjob Headquarters. This is my Drunk Uncle's podcast, and here is Uncle Lazer and Bobby Flaco.
Yeah. Sure. Tell them about it. Do. I am what you mean, what you need, baby. I'm gonna call you later. What you need, what you want. How you gonna never text me back again? Have the best night of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, the tag team champions of the world, Mr. Bobby Flaco and myself, Uncle Lazer, Bobby Flaco. How the hell are you? How the hell are you, old son?
I'm doing good, I guess.
Yeah?
No, I'm doing great, honestly.
You look like shit.
Oh, okay, let's go, dude. Let's talk about it. Fat face.
Whoa. Little disappointed in you. We established we were going to go to fucking hot yoga this morning at 10:30. You were nowhere to be found. Let's talk about it.
Well, look, first of all,
did you just get back from vacation?
Yeah.
Were you in Hawaii? Did you get laid?
I was on a brain trip, buddy. You know what I mean?
Trip.
Yeah, dude, ketamine, acid. But no, nonetheless, dude, I'm glad I didn't show up with you to fucking Core Power where I go, at least 4 or 5 times a week while you were wearing fucking sweatpants and a beanie so you could lose face fat.
Face fat, dude. Yeah. Well, and to protect the perm.
Okay.
To protect the fucking perm. I mean, if you knew anything about style or fashion or hair, not some fucking bird nest. You look like when you throw out a fishing rod and it gets bird nested on the back end. That's what's going on over there.
That's what I look like with your little fucking plastic alligator boots.
Oh, stop, dude. Don't do that. Don't, I mean, you know those are really... This costs more than the car that got stolen on your driveway right here. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
By the way, we found it. Did we let everybody know we found it last episode?
I mean, this is fucking 4 episodes ago, but I guess since the last one didn't air.
Here we
you know what I mean?
Go.
I am the Reddit.
I am the Reddit. What's up, though, dude? I mean, you couldn't make hot yoga. What were you doing?
All right,
Where were you at?
One day. Well, I was just fucking, you know what I mean? I was just lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? I'm not going to burden anybody right now while I am carless in the meantime.
Yeah, but you literally burdened me. We had to get Abel to come pick you up, so you are a burden.
Yeah, well, Abel fucking likes me, though, bro. Abel's like, hey, dude, whatever you need, I got you, and I appreciate that, because you know what? Whenever I'm fucking playing arenas one day...
Well, look,
he's
dude,
got backstage passes, and you're not welcome. You can't bring any of those fucking idiots you're always hanging out
the
with.
soft sixes.
You got mustard on your fucking only pair of jeans or what?
Whoa, dude! I was eating a hot dog earlier after yoga. Yo, show everybody these boots are made for walking. You look like Woody from Toy Story. You guys, check these out. Huh? How great is this? Huh?
They say Andy on the bottom.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
you look like Sid.
Yeah, I like your charcoal gray shirt that used to be fucking black before it faded. You idiot.
Dude, this is the shirts from '97. It's held up.
Is that fucking Brandon Lee from The Crow right there?
Whoa, dude, that Sting. How dare you say that fucking about him, dude? My God. How's Nether Hour? What's the new kicks? Any new gigs lined up? What's going on? Are y'all going to move from fucking Latchkey? What to do? It's too crowded. No one can walk. It's nuts to butts in there. I'm happy for y'all selling it out, but goddamn, no one can enjoy themselves because you can't fucking breathe in there.
It's cool, dude. Hey, if my friends want to come see me, come to other shows where you buy tickets or come see me by myself at Friends, but we're doing good. You know what I mean? It's good to see unfamiliar faces keep pouring in every week. It's like a new filter of people, you know.
Is it still free or y'all going to charge a cover now?
Well,
I know there's been some debate back and forth.
There's going to be some debate, and maybe we will eventually move to a bigger spot, but for now, we're just going to keep it rocking and just change a couple things up to make sure that, you know, people fit. We're not going to be doing the fucking tattoo thing there no more. There's just not enough room.
There's not enough room.
There's not enough room for that shit.
You know what else there's not enough room for in this fucking city?
What?
People. There's too much fucking traffic. All right, on the way over here, turn on fucking Slaughter in the right-hand lane. Listen, if you're in the right-hand lane and you're going straight and not allowing everybody to get backed up and turn right, you're the scum of the earth. You don't push your goddamn shopping cart back to the fucking return bin, you're the scum of the earth. All right?
That's a good fucking point.
I'm telling you, Ethel. All right, I'm out there helping you, doing the kindness of my heart, loading your groceries in there, and you just leave the fucking shopping cart for someone else's dickhead to run into. I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of the homeless walking out in the middle of the road. I will hit you. I don't care. I keep batteries and paintball guns in my car just in case the motherfucker wants to squeegee wash my window. Okay? I'm tired of it. With that being said, Bobby looks like the people that live under the bridge. Let's talk about it.
I've actually just put my application in. I hope they're hiring.
Hey,
Come on. Hey, get
other than that, Gary, let's go to Gary. Larry Faust, Larry Jr., Jamie Jr. Your hair looks like shit. You look like shit. Let's talk about it.
I hurt my neck.
Who, blowing your lawyer? Can't talk about it, can you? Can't talk about it.
Leave me alone. I feel like shit today.
I've had, dude. How many painkillers you on?
I hope a lot, dude. Kill that pain. Kill that pain.
I've re-aggravated my occipital nerve.
Okay, no one cares. Listen, one fun fact: Gary lives across the road from an elementary school, which is funny because he's a registered sex offender and has to go door to door every 6 months. So I'm just like, how the fuck did that happen? Also, for the junior high kids that jumped Jerry Faust and stole his fucking computer out of his truck. Now we don't have the last episode of our podcast, but we are going to be able to salvage some. Yeah, correct? It'll be up tomorrow or, whatever.
I mean, this is going to be out after that.
After that. So we're still going to talk about
it. Because this idiot over here.
Yeah, well, when you're dumb, you're dumb. What are you going to do?
Relax, Griswolds from
Can't
Vacation, dude. All right, relax, dude. We get it, dude. We fucking get it, dude.
Holiday Road.
Holiday Road. Look, we got a good fucking podcast in store today. We got a friend of the show, a friend in general. He actually did this badass fucking painting for us at the Kill Tony the other night. I mean, he's a man amongst boys. He's been called...
Your face was way thinner in that painting, dude.
Well, that's why I was wearing a beanie at yoga, trying to lose that. I mean, my man may look good right here, but
yeah, but now you look like Tomato Face,
like Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, Mr. Tomato Head, dude. That's you,
dude.
Buddy.
All right, fucking Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons. Just chill the fuck out.
All right.
Okay, dude. You literally couldn't.
Golden Girls.
Literally couldn't lift here because you don't have any money in your account. You're a piece of shit. You're 32. Get it
because
together.
I got cash under my mattress, motherfucker. I got cash in my walls, son. But nobody needs to know all that.
You don't have sheets on your bed.
So I'll never stay home. You know what I mean?
But anyways, good. We got a great episode today. We do comics, but we do serious people too. We do artists. We do it all, dude. We'll do everything under the sun. We'll give a quick shout out to our sponsors, who is nobody right now because we still don't have the fucking analytics out, but it will be after this one airs.
Shout out to Kyle's sponsor, his AA sponsor.
Hey, how is Kyle doing? Is he still sober? He's still sober, Gary?
Kyle is, he's sober. I think I'm going to try to get Chris to sponsor him or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want all that on your fucking plate, though. Kyle's a fucking mess.
With that being said, with no further induction needed, the man's been called the Picasso of the Austin comedies, or the Austin artist scene. He's been called the El Salvador Dali of Texas, or just the Southwest region in general. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Am I wrong?
Correct.
I'm never fucking wrong. He painted this glistening portrait. He paints at Kill Tony. He paints all over the fucking United States. Y'all give it up for a good friend of the podcast, Mr. Chris Rogers.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Gary, can we get a full-blown shot of this man's boots? I didn't know my boot game's on point, but son of a gun.
I mean, I thought I didn't want to be disrespectful.
No,
you know
dude. What are those, the pythons? This the geometric pythons?
Geometric pythons, yeah, you know what I mean?
With the side slips, dude. My God, hey, patterns for days, boys.
Straight up.
Was that somebody's house pet, or where did you get those at?
There was a dog named Bingo.
There you go.
Bingo. You know what I'm talking
Let me tell
about?
you something about this man's boots. It actually takes real animals to make them, not little fucking manufactured little plastic fucking whatever.
He just went there.
What is that?
What girl did you borrow your boots from to walk over here?
What are you talking about, dude? These are man's boots, dog. These fucking boots have seen the fucking hickory
dock.
Yeah, dude, I mean, these boys have been through everything. I've walked through pastures. I've climbed mountains in these boots. And I actually went to a space observatory in these very boots right here.
Oh, and that's when you went and talked to Jesus.
Yep, that's right.
All right. Gary, you're not supposed to be drinking on painkillers, I don't think, are you?
I'm not drinking.
Okay, well, all right. You heard it here, folks. All right, anyways, let's get back to the guest here. Chris.
What's up?
Tell us about it. How long you been in Austin?
I've been in Austin since 2012.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from a little town called Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Oh, shit. So you're from, like...
Yeah, you golf.
Yeah. That's a good little spot,
It's
baby.
a nice little spot, man.
Yeah.
It's a resort, but, everything that shimmers is not gold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
There's definitely an underbelly to Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Oh, I bet, dude. Extreme racism throughout the South.
I mean, it's really, it's everywhere, though.
Oh, no, it is.
It's everywhere, though.
Speaking of racism, I learned that in Tennessee, Gary, you can fact check me on this. In Tennessee, they can no longer have drag brunch shows, but the KKK and the Nazis can still do rallies. That's the world we're living in the South, right?
Yeah, that's insane.
Raise hell, praise Dale. But anyways, what brought you? How long? So when did you move out to Austin? What brought you here? When did you get into painting? Hell, just kind of give us your spiel.
Well, I've been doing art my entire life. I've been drawing since I could hold a pencil.
Nice.
And but I didn't start painting until I was 18, man.
Like classical, or you just taught yourself?
I had the opportunity. Long story short, I had the opportunity to go to a prep school in Connecticut. I was playing soccer and ice hockey, and got a scholarship to go there. And
nice.
I had an art teacher there that made me paint. Like literally, I was doing everything but painting. And he said if I didn't paint by one painting by the end of the semester, that he dropped me a letter grade, and
you wouldn't be able to be eligible to play.
Straight up,
dude. It's
straight
crazy
up.
how some teachers in life actually do give a shit about something and can like be pivotal in your trajectory for the rest of your life. Because without that guy, you're probably not a painter.
Bro, it gets way deeper than that, man. That guy was not only the first person to make me paint, but I ended up getting expelled from that fucking school.
Damn.
For what?
2 months drinking.
No shit.
Yeah, that was 18 going on 19. That was like the first like big faux pas from my drinking. Yeah, it was 2 months before graduation. I had a full ride to go to this Colby College in Waterville, Maine. It's Division III school, really nice school.
For hockey or
for hockey?
For hockey.
For hockey, and I fucked that up big time by getting expelled. But long story short, 18 years later in 2019, my art teacher that taught me to paint got me to come back there and paint a mural at the school in the student union.
No shit. Dude.
Telling you, man.
Nice.
So hey, everything comes full circle.
Yo, but check this out. When I got expelled, I had to take a bus from Connecticut all the way back to fucking Atlanta, Georgia, where I was at the time. And before I even got home, there was a postcard waiting for me that it didn't say anything on it. It just had a picture of a man in a boat in a storm, and it said, "Calm seas make poor sailors."
Yep.
From my fucking art teacher.
Yeah.
Yo.
And I'll give you one guess what my theme was for that mural when I got back to that school.
What you got?
Calm seas make poor
That's
sailors,
fucking it,
dog.
dude.
Yo.
Hey, tough times make tough men.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm talking about?
Straight up.
Yeah.
Yo, that's been my favorite saying. That shit has helped me so many times, man. It's like, yo, when things get a little rocky or rough or whatever, man, it's just like, yo, this is gonna make me, not break me.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Iron sharpens iron, dude.
That's
you
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
Well, I'm glad you said that. I know you've said that to me before, but like you just reiterated it in my brain because I got a lot of depressed friends that I'm going to share that with.
Straight
serious, you know what I mean? Because I want them to be all right.
What you got, Gary?
So Tennessee did sign a new bill into law. It's the first of its kind, and it will criminalize some drag performances where at public property or at locations in the state where they can be viewed by minors.
I get the minor thing a little bit, but dude, listen, I've been to a drag show a time or two, been drugged there on a Sunday brunch. Hell of a time.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't attracted to them ladies, but I mean, goddamn bottomless fucking mimosas, sign me the fuck up.
Well, I get it, dude. I mean, kids shouldn't be around fucking people getting fucked up anyway at any goddamn caliber. I mean, your family shit, cool. You know what I mean? A fucking barbecue in the backyard or a family function.
I wouldn't say have them at the Chuck E. Cheese. Right. You know, I wouldn't have a drag show at the Chuck E. Cheese, but don't bring your kids out to a fucking bar like that anyway.
Exactly.
Well, you know?
Straight up.
I think the problem was that they were having these drag shows at like kindergartens.
Okay, see that's the shit they leave out. You know that you got to read deeper into the article because we live in a fucking time where people just read fucking articles for shock value and clicks.
Well, yeah,
and no one really does.
Dude,
fucking,
headlines
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No one fucking reads, actually does research anymore. So I didn't know that aspect of it. So that makes a little more sense. Anyway, so I mean, listen,
you will be indicted if you cross dress. I'm clicking that because
I'm gonna click that.
I dance on the line, baby. You know what I mean?
Listen. You could be indicted for wearing some shit like that right now.
Well, hey,
let
me tell you something. I could pull it off. If your little fucking ass wore this, everybody would laugh at you. Everybody's already laughing at you.
Tommy Bahama is one of my main sponsors. Okay. And I go on vacation daily.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
Hey, do you mind if I ask what the story is behind you getting expelled, or is it something that's sensitive?
Did you said
Dude,
drinking?
you could talk about anything, man.
Yeah, just
That's
drinking,
a part of my
just
story.
getting fucked up.
Why did I get
Was
expelled?
there like a cataclysmic event?
Dude, it was the dumbest shit ever, man. It was, you know, if you have like a reading quiz in like a English class or whatever, you're supposed to read like 35, 50 pages, do like a little 5 to 10 question reading quiz. That was it. It was 5 question reading quiz. And it was a small school, so there was only like 6 kids in my class, and I cheated off the one dude.
Damn.
Who had every wrong answer. So both of us had the same wrong answer.
Oh, so you failed completely by cheating off the one guy.
Yes.
Yeah, only a drunk ass would do that.
Yeah.
But that was it, man. It was just a one little cheating quiz, and I got expelled from my entire fall, my senior fall trimester, which is like the most important, like when you're applying for college and shit like that. And so what happened in the spring is I got all my college letters back, and I got denied from 7 out of 8 of my schools that I applied to, and I got waitlisted at my last fucking choice school. And that was at like 10:30 in the morning. I went straight from the mailroom to the kid on the campus that had all the fucking booze. Yeah. I remember it was Bacardi Lyman.
Oh,
he's like, I got Bacardi Lyman, and I fucking threw that shit back, and he had to take the bottle away from me.
Because you were just fucking pouring it on.
Yeah, and I ended up blacking out the entire day, going to classes, fucked up, went to lacrosse practice, fucked up. And that was it. I was already on like last chance shit. And
there's something about being that particular age, though, that drives that fucking beast in you. You know what I mean? Like the bad beast, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but most kids don't fucking, go through bad shit or have something bad like that happen, and then immediately it's like, yo, I'm going to go get fucked up.
Yeah.
That was my answer. And I started drinking when I was 15, and I was super serious about sports. Like, that was my shit. I barely partied. I barely drank, but then
life hit you.
And that was the first time. And so I ended up going to college, and, I graduated. I played sports in college.
So what happened? So you got expelled, and what college? You said you went back to Atlanta, Georgia.
I went back to Atlanta, and I had probably the best mom on earth. So before I even got back to Atlanta from getting expelled, she already had me enrolled in a public school back in Atlanta. Yeah. Finished up my high school diploma there. It was a funny story because I came in like 2 weeks left in the fucking school year, and I had dreadlocks like you talked about.
Yeah, dreadlocks.
And dude, I looked a little bit older too, so I was like 18, 19 years old, but I looked like I was like 23, so everybody thought, even teachers thought I was an undercover cop.
Yeah.
At that school. Christ. But anyway, I ended up graduating, got my diploma there, and then I did a postgraduate year at another prep school at Hebron Academy in Auburn, Maine.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. And I got my grades up and got.
But hockey was your best sport of them all.
Soccer was my first passion, but once
What'd you play, mid or defense?
Soccer?
Yeah.
Up top, man, striker.
Shut the fuck up,
baby. No,
you're like a Lukaku from fucking I know a little soccer.
Yeah, everybody thought I was a football player, man.
Yeah, but you're soccer. Huh?
Yeah, soccer.
You good with both feet? You fucking what's your dominant foot, right?
Right.
But you could curl it with both, huh?
Both, man.
Motherfucker.
Gotta be nice both sides, man.
Yeah. You need to bend something else out of that shirt, dude. You look awful. What are you
talking about?
It's big on
your
you.
shit is fucking faded. Where'd you get that fucking shirt from?
By design. It's from 97.
That's stupid. That's a stupid fucking design, dude.
Okay, dude.
It's dumb.
Hey, mahalo.
Hey,
mahalo, dude.
Speaking of soccer, you did something with the Austin FC, right?
Yeah, man.
What was that about?
Well, their inaugural season was at 2021. I did a mural at the face of the front of their stadium.
No shit.
It was at a rotating wall. There's been a bunch of artists that have done murals on this particular wall, but I was the first one.
Nice.
So, all right. So, like, you get out of that. When do you like really start taking painting serious? And how does an artist? Because like, I see like I've been to art galleries and shit before. Like, how does a true artist make his money, or like what is it? What kind of means of world is that?
Yeah, because what did you get your degree in and then go into that? Because you probably got
studio art major.
Okay,
studio art major, but they don't teach you how to make money.
No, they don't teach you how to do that.
Teach you how I didn't even know how to fucking balance a checkbook when I graduated.
Yeah, I still don't even know how to write a check.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I graduated, and dog, I remember this is like branded in my brain. Like, I graduated. And it was like the night of graduation. All my friends and our families went and rented this house, like right on the lake at the college. And we were just like after dinner, like sitting around. Everybody was talking, and everybody was talking about what they're going to be doing after college.
Yeah.
And this person had a fucking internship here, and this person is going to go into government or some shit. And it got around to me, and they were like, "So, Chris, what are you going to be doing with your studio art major?" And it was just like fucking crickets, dude.
Oh man.
I didn't know what the fuck. I was like, and I didn't know what to do, so I ended up going back to fucking Hilton Head, South Carolina, and bartending and waiting tables and just.
You're painting at the same time.
Well, I was painting every so often. I still wasn't doing it full time, and honestly, I started partying more. I mean, that was like that's what you do on Hilton Head. It's like you go there to vacation, play golf, or fucking work in a restaurant and party on the beach.
I was gonna say, for people that don't know, Hilton Head was a huge vacation spot for people from Ohio. where I'm
Ohio,
from.
yeah.
A ton of people, and that and the stories you get out of there are like stories you get from Vegas, like people getting fucked.
Well,
up.
it's a destination golf place in the world.
yeah,
What they hold a PGA tournament there, I believe, at one of the pro
The Heritage,
right? Yeah, the HPC Heritage, if I'm saying that correctly. So, but when did you like? It finally clicked. Did you move to Austin first, and then you started taking painting seriously, or when did you get sober? I mean, just kind of give us a background.
Yeah, it was.
on that.
Well, long story short, I graduated 2006. Was back in Hilton Head for like 2-3 years. My mother passed away in 2009, and that was like where things fucking
rubber hit the road right there.
Well, it was just things got worse before they got better.
Sure.
That's where it was just like I started drinking all day every day. That's what, because I was a heavy drinker, a partier, social, but
Okay.
Let's be honest. I was a heavy.
You're waking up and you're making a fucking screwdriver.
Straight up.
Right out the gate.
Straight up. Yeah. But after my mom passed away, it was just like, dude, I didn't even see the light of day. I was just drunk all the time, man. Drunk all the time. But what ended up happening is I ended up going to Costa Rica for like 2.5 months. A good friend of mine helped me pay for the trip down there. We just backpacked. And that shit was like, if I was a rock that was hurling into outer space, like that trip was like another rock that knocked me back into orbit. So when I got back to the States, I had a little bit of life in me.
You caught your snap.
Well, I caught my snap, but I still wasn't out of the woods. But I have this friend, Johnny Gonzalez, who I grew up playing soccer with.
Shout out. Yeah.
And he had this trailer out in the country, and I was on hard times. Obviously, he let me move in with him for 6 months, and for 6 months, he let me pay him in paintings. So he gave me a room. He gave me a room, and right next to my room, he gave me a room to paint.
A little studio.
Yeah, so for 6 months, I was painting. I was still drinking, but I was painting every day.
And are you finding like solace in the painting? Is it building your, like what do you think of while you're painting that shit? Like you're paying your rent off painting, so then you like think, hey, I can make a living out of this, or what was?
Well, I always wanted to make a living. That was the plan. I just didn't know how.
Sure.
But once that 6 months gave me enough momentum to, well, it was a couple things. I ended up, because of my drinking in college, I ended up getting kicked off the team sophomore year. So I ended up quitting hockey. And if you think I'm passionate about art now, hockey was a whole nother level. Like that was my love. That was my passion. That taught me discipline. It taught me how to like work towards goals. It taught me how to do the extra to get more. It taught me discipline.
Yeah, you been checked on the open ice before?
Fuck yeah, dog. And I fucked people up too,
man. Were you
an
enforcer or were you a fucking...
Both, man.
Both? You could fly, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Were you a forward in hockey as well? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Damn, boys, you just got all kind of talent.
Yeah, man. It was, I worked hard.
Yeah.
I worked hard. That was
my
my
How
thing.
tall are you? How big are you? What were you back then? Like, what do you think?
Well, I'm 6 foot. Back then I was probably like 215, 220.
Just a fucking
fucking rocked up, just gooned up. Sean William Scott ain't got
gooned
shit.
Up. Yeah.
Goon.
Yeah, but check it out. There were two things that really helped me move forward with my art full time, and the first was my mother passing away, and what that taught me, the silver lining there, was that life is short, tomorrow's not promised. So why even waste another second doing anything what is exactly in my fucking heart?
Yeah.
Right. All right, and then behind that was the feeling of giving up and quitting hockey.
Yeah,
I quit. I've never quit anything. And so I understand fully that shoulda, woulda, coulda, what if world. And I'll never fucking do that again. So I had those two things going for me. And it was just like, I don't know how this shit is going to work out, but I'm never going to fucking give up ever again. I don't give a fuck if I take an L for the rest of my life.
I'm going to figure it out.
I'm never going to give up on anything that my heart's involved in again.
Yeah. Because look.
Dog, and I feel like that's when the universe starts to really fuck with you in a great way.
It really is.
And I know you as a musician and you as a comedian can fucking understand that shit. It's like, yeah, there is a fucking pathway, but you really got to find your own with it. Like, nobody's going to give you that dream.
You got to write your own route.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's forks in the road, but, I mean, look, you just got to have that mindset to get there. Like, curiosity didn't kill the cat. Hesitation did. So, like, just figure it the fuck out. When I get there, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You know? But you just got to have that can't quit, that never give up mentality.
Yeah, man.
Look, we do a lot of episodes where it's comedy and it's funny and shit, but this goddamn right here is heartfelt. You know what I'm saying? Somebody get Steven Spielberg on the line. This heartfelt shit. Now the shirt makes sense.
Hey, fucking no, but no, and adding on to that, what I'm saying is like, bro, like once you literally have to fully commit. Anybody who ends up doing it,
100%.
that I know in the history of anything, it's because they fucking took that leap.
Right.
That is the scariest leap to take, dude. Because whenever you have the security of income, you know what I mean, or anything that's keeping your fucking lights on, or you know what I mean, keeping you fed, it's hard to abandon that completely.
That
to
comfortability.
Yeah.
Comfortability. Like
but it's fucking true, dude. It's like if you stay dipped in, you ain't ever gonna fully submerge into the fuck.
It's like this. Shout out Ron Swanson. You cannot half-ass two things. You got to whole ass one thing.
Yep.
You got to fucking go get it. Same thing like Oldfield. Like I don't want to quit that job because I'm making all that money. I'm comfortable. But like that pressure of having to do something out of your realm creates diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Right. So having that where like, yo, fuck it. I'm just gonna go all in. Yeah. And that's when you really find out what kind of cards you really hold. Yeah. You know?
Do you remember those cheesy postcards like "Success is a journey, not a destination"?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to write for Hallmark on my days off.
Yo, I fucking love those things. I still have this one card. It's called Risk, and it has this boat behind, like silhouetted behind this big full moon on the open sea, and it says, "In order to discover new oceans, you must be willing to lose sight of land." Yo. And just what you were talking about, like how many times you get fucking comfortable. What's up?
Right there, fucking Ragnar Lothbrok. He said, "I don't want to sell east anymore. I want to sell west." And everybody's like, "There's nothing out there." And he fucking found a sundial that taught him, and they took the trip, and he found England, and they started raiding England, and he once then became a king and shit like that. Like fortune favors the bold.
There you go.
Got to take a chance.
Straight up.
So you have to. Yeah. I mean, what the fuck else are you gonna do, bro? If you ain't taking a chance, you're just gonna.
Some people like that comfortability.
It's a what if. I know you see it whenever you go back to your hometown or fucking anything. You just see people that just fucking they found their need. They don't want to go do cool shit. They don't want to go see nothing. They don't want to go fucking laugh. They don't want to go. They just want to be comfortable in their fucking home with their person and their family.
And that's cool.
That's fine.
But I mean, there's people like back. I know your hometown. I went to and shit like that. Like there's people with their high school sweetheart having kids at like 19, 20. Like, bro, you don't even know who the fuck you are at that age. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even lived.
I'm 32 and I ain't seen shit yet, bro. I can't wait. I hope I make it.
Some people are different though. You know, they stop their journey stops a little bit shorter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seriously.
No, that's cool for some people.
Right.
It really
works
is.
for some.
I mean, look, I pee sitting down. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
and
God knows.
And that works for you.
That works for me.
Most men don't do that.
Yeah. I don't even leave the toilet seat down. I just keep the toilet seat up and just sit down. I like the cold brim around my asshole.
You're built different, man.
Ford tough.
Nice. That's good stuff.
But so when do you actually take the leap and come to Austin, and how does that set up and play out for you?
Well, I mean, universe.
You're in the trailer house.
I'm in the trailer house.
Painting.
Well, check this out. My homeboy Johnny was staying with. His whole family's from Austin.
Okay, here it is.
All right, so he took a trip for a family reunion, and I was house sitting, and dude, as soon as he walked in the foyer, before he even put his fucking bags down, he was like, "You got to move to fucking Austin." All right, that was number one. Number two was my one of my top three best friends all time. He was the captain of our soccer team at Hobart College in upstate New York. He ended up moving to Killeen,
Texas.
Yeah. And he was just like, "Yo, you got to fucking move to Austin, Texas, man." So it was just like
universe just calling your name.
Little chirp. Yeah. But it was. I mean, I was still hesitant to fucking move. Like I don't know. There's something about. Taking that leap. It's like right before you take that leap, it's like you have the most inhibition.
Yeah.
And
I got the butterflies.
Well, I'd been living like couch surfing to save money, which I was. I had a nice little nest egg, and so I was just couch surfing for like a few months in the beginning of the summer, and I ended up procrastinating the whole fucking summer of 2012. Like I could have moved at any time, and the last fucking day that I haven't even talked about this, but what got me to finally move was I ended up going to Savannah, Georgia with a friend, just like this. He's an acquaintance. He wasn't even like a good friend, but somebody was going to Savannah. It's like going to San Antonio from here. It's like an hour away.
Yeah. Okay.
Another place to party. And so I went with him and one of his friends. I had no fucking clue who this dude was. And we ended up partying. I ended up fucking rolling face that night. Had a great fucking time. And at the end of the night, outside the club, I noticed that his friend was just a little wide-eyed. Just a little off, man, but I didn't even get it. And so we ended up getting in the car, and I thought we were going to be going back home. So I'm like in the back. I'm just like in the back seat, just chilling, and out of nowhere, I see this dude like kind of just walk by, and the dude who was fucking wide-eyed, who was driving, he just leaned over the passenger, opened the fucking window, and started firing emptied a fucking gun. So I went from like rolling face to like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And he just fucking took off and started fucking racing around Savannah and shit like that.
Did he know the guy or was just fucking
I have no fucking clue. The dude was on meth in retrospect. Some sort of
some kind of fucked up
something
shit.
Crazy. And I was just like, I was trying to fucking think, and I was just like, yo, you can let me out, man. I ain't gonna say shit. Just let me fucking make it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, and he turned over his fucking shoulder. He was just like, you ain't going fucking nowhere, and just fucking mashed on the gas. Dude, it was like on this joyride all fucking night going crazy and
Were
shit.
cops chasing you on shit?
No cops were chasing us for some reason. I have no idea. But we ended up finally making it back to Hilton Head. It was like the sun was coming up, and I'm like in the fucking trailer out in the middle of nowhere again. And I'm in this fucking room with no fucking windows. And all I could hear is...
He dropped you off, never said shit?
No, this is his fucking trailer. So we're at the crazy dude's trailer, and my acquaintance is like trying to talk him down from doing whatever. And I could hear them debating. And I just start to dissociate. I don't even know what the fucking
Think
do.
you're going to die at that point?
Straight up.
Yeah.
So he finally knocks on the door. Dude brings me out. He's like, we're going in the fucking back. He took me in the back of the fucking trailer, put me on my knees, put a gun to my head, and just waited there. And it could have been 10 minutes. It could have been 10 seconds. I don't know. But I was just like, and he was just like, if you say anything, I know where the fuck you live. I know where the fuck you are. And I was just like, I ain't going to say shit. 2 days later, I was in Austin, Texas.
Whatever happened to him? Do you know?
I have no fucking clue. I don't give a shit. God bless him.
Once we release
God
this
bless
episode,
him.
you're fucked.
God bless him, dog.
We're Crime Stoppers out here. We're solving unsolved mysteries. God damn, Chris.
It's always some wild
Straight up.
shit like that, bro.
Straight up.
But hey,
I had the whole fucking summer to leave.
But that was the moment of
That's
truth
it.
right there. That was
Yeah.
you didn't need no more
Straight up.
enticing.
because all it takes is one more night like that, and one motherfucker not
Well,
letting
dude,
you slide.
that takes a different standpoint from just choice of fucking to articulate. That's like life or death. I got to get the fuck like that changed the whole course.
Well, it's just
not only
like-
of that could have ended your life, but then inadvertently changed your path. Sometimes people need a push, but that would feel like a kick through the fucking door right there.
Bro, that was off the fucking top. That was a ladder match. Yo, that wasn't a kick, bro.
Yeah.
On a lighter note.
Yo, but that got sorry.
On a
I didn't mean to
lighter-
go there.
No, I love that. That was fucking
I'm just
incredible.
saying,
that
I'm
gave
just
me
saying that
chills,
got me
be
to
honest.
Austin, Texas. That got me to Austin, Texas.
On a lighter note, you said earlier in the story part of old boy fucking going on a rampage. Couch surfing. Let me ask you something. I've never couch surfed myself. I always like worked and had my own spot and shit, but are you getting pussy while you're couch surfing? Like, how much pussy can a man slay while he's couch surfing?
That's a
Is
good
it
question.
possible? Is it possible?
It was
Women
possible.
have homes.
But are women with homes fucking with people that are couch surfing?
Hey, dude, when you
More
got
than you would think.
Never mind.
don't look at me, dude.
The proof's in the banana pudding. Cool shirt, weirdo. No, that's good. That's goddamn, dude. That's really good.
No, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting. I was actually gonna ask you. I was gonna be like, was it like, well, fuck, is me? It was me taking for the first time ever more than like an eighth of mushrooms, and when I say more, it was 12 grams that I took whenever I was already on the fence. And they say that when you're on the fence about something, if you go and you do some shit like that, if you go deep
a
on
traumatic experience.
yeah,
or something of
something
shocking nature.
exactly. So in yours, it was like real time shit. It wasn't you having to go into your brain, which it was like.
Well,
this
you're still
motherfucker-
rolling your dick off. I
Yeah,
mean, that ain't.
But that shit goes away.
Oh, yeah, your
it's
adrenaline
gone. You got a
takes
gun
over.
in your fucking face.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I had a. Did I tell you? You were gone? I had a gun pulled on me walking to West 6th Street the other night, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tell me about it.
All right. I'm walking from fucking Dirty. You know what I mean? After I believe it was after something at Vulcan or whatever. But I'm walking down fucking West. I'm passing Devil May Care, which is already like getting to West. But I walked all the way from Dirty. Everything's cool, dude. I'm passing through this fucking tunnel, and I almost had a premonition when I'm going through that little tunnel with lights. You know how they put, there's a light. Anyways, I'm walking through that, and I'm just like, this is fucking weird. I just got this weird feeling. As soon as I get through that tunnel, that's where Devil May Care is at over here on the right, and I'm walking. The dude walks out. He ain't a homeless dude, but he walks out from like the parking lot shadows. It's like, hey, homie, you want to buy this gun from me? pulls it out. And I literally just kept walking. I was like, I looked at the dude. I saw his gun. I just kept walking. Yeah. He's like, hey, yo, I'm talking to you.
Oof.
And I just kept walking. And he's like, all right, I'll just fucking shoot you then. Oh, fuck. Bitch. Literally, he's like, all right, I'll just fucking shoot you then, bitch. And I just kept walking, dude. And I was like, fuck. I'm either going to meet my maker. Like, it's like this fucking month, dude. It was right at the end of February. It's like the last night of February.
Damn.
And February is, you know what I mean? But hey, I'm here.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
It's a leap year.
You know what? That was probably old boy looking for Chris.
Oh my God, dude. No, but I'm just telling you, that kind of shit will.
That was some demonic shit, bro.
But it'll put you in perspective. But you know what, dude? In that moment, bro, I can tell you this, and I fucking promise you on everything. I kept fucking walking. Maybe of course there's a slight underlying fear. But I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? If I turn around and I acknowledge this guy, I'm more than likely just going to automatically get fucking shot. But if I keep walking, you know, I might make it. And that's all I fucking did. I was just like, I'm just going to keep walking. I'm almost there. I was almost to fucking wiggle room. And that's where I went. And I fucking told old Hank. I told him what was up. And he was like, right now? You know what I mean? Immediately, he fucking just walked in there. He's
Hank's
like, let's
got
go.
a little PP7 in his boot, probably.
Yeah, oh yeah. He was ready to go.
Hey, listen, these boots were made for walking.
Yeah, man.
That's just what they'll do.
But luckily, we didn't see him. But I mean, to think about that, dude, it's like this guy's out there doing shit like that, bro. I mean, it's out of control, bro. Like right now. So all we gotta do is move light and be safe. But needless to say, anything traumatic like that or anything very significant occurrence is typically like when you're on the fence about making a decision, it's that fucking last boost you need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Push.
And it's like, dude,
It's crazy how those memories like that stick out and protrude out more than like good shit that happens to you, right? Like, there's an old saying in poker, they say it in rounders, they say, you can win many hands and a lot of money in life, but you might not remember the ups about it, but every poker player can remember when they took a horrific bad beat to a T of how it happened and when it happened, because the traumatic things in life seem to niche down in your DNA and stick with you, whether it's life-changing, life-altering, or whatever. It's those moments of uncertainty that give you that moment of truth that make you push out. So
because you're like, damn, you know what? I was
Chris,
like,
let me get a beer right there.
Time's wearing thin, dog. You know what I'm saying? Always, and it just keeps getting thinner and thinner. But it's still like, it's like I'm not gonna wait no more, dog. If there's even the slightest desire to do something,
it makes it crystal clear.
Yeah,
it makes it crystal clear. That's how I felt about it. Like when I and I'm sorry, dude. I felt like I brought the shit down.
No, dude, this is incredible, dude.
Okay, all right. So, there's just sometimes like I'm accustomed to this being in fucking sobriety for 9 years. Like I'm accustomed to like just swan diving into shit with people, and I've had conversations with just people who aren't used to that, and I just see their eyebrows go up like.
But you're one of my favorite people to talk to because you're one of the realists. So
all right, cool.
But speaking of sobriety, you moved to Austin. When do you get sober? What fucking happens when you get to Austin? You don't know a soul out here. I take it.
I knew my homeboy Johnny from that I stayed with, and he has a cousin Fermin who grew up in Hilton Head who now lived in Austin. So I knew them as well as my boy.
A little bit of an in. You didn't just
a
come
little
here
bit, but they
check,
didn't live in Austin. Like I was here, I didn't have any fucking hooks, nothing. But one of the things that I learned in Hilton Head was I would do is paint live. There's a restaurant in Hilton Head. It's amazing. It's called The Studio.
Okay.
The husband and wife. The husband is a chef. The wife is an amazing painter, and it's basically like you're dining in her gallery. It's just a tiny little restaurant, and she would have local artists come in and paint while people were dining, and that's where I started doing that. Tight. So that was like what I did when I first moved here. I would go to South Congress, which is like that busy street if you're not from Austin, and I would just set up my easel with some paintings, and sometimes I would sell, sometimes I wouldn't, but every time I would set up, I would meet somebody.
Networking.
I would meet somebody. That's how I got that first opportunity to paint a mural on 12th and Chicon, East 12th and Chicon.
Yeah,
and it wasn't even.
I used to live over there.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was a bunch of faces, right?
Yeah, bunch of faces, man. But it was like it wasn't even a paid gig, but I just did it anyway because it was like a nice busy intersection, dog, and that was like a calling card for me.
Yeah,
so.
You got to let them know you're here.
Yeah, so that's all it was. It was painting live, and I would set up with DJs. I would set up with musicians, and just like I do at your shows, and get to know venues, and that's how I got to know fucking Tony and them once they started up. Right. You know, it's like
that's how you get the end.
That's what it is. But the consistent thing, and that's true, I see it with comedians, I see it with musicians, is motherfuckers just keep doing it. And everybody's timeline is different, but you can't fucking deny the shit that's authentic. You can't deny the fucking talent. And the people that are a little bit ahead of you, they can't wait to help out somebody that's fucking real.
Well,
like Tony's doing with you guys at Another Hour, man. It's like you guys are the fucking shit.
Yeah.
All you need is an audience. All people need to do is hear you.
Also, too, though, on the flip side of that, some people do get jealous, you know, of just that.
A good example of that is George Lopez recently with that
Ralph Barbosa.
That sucks, man.
That does suck.
That sucks because I fuck with George Lopez.
I do too,
man.
and that's such a bad, like, dude. Anytime the old heads or the fucking OGs that come before you talk down on motherfuckers who are out here hustling and grinding, that's just a terrible look. It's like you were there, motherfucker.
Yeah, but,
like you were there, bro. Like,
but with that, like, you know, you're kind of establishing yourself when your idols become your enemies.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's a different kind of flip side of
but
it. Like it's better to be helped, but I'm still going to serve myself.
Yeah, it's always nasty to see that famine mentality though, where somebody thinks that they need to hog all that shit to themselves.
Yeah, but that is too is good publicity for him because he's like, dog.
Exactly.
He's like, fuck George
trending.
Lopez. He's like, I'm not like anything like that, dude. He's like literally. That's literally what he was.
And sometimes I like to look at that as like, sometimes I feel like, just like within wrestling and shit, like sometimes I feel like, even though it comes off a certain light to consumers, is where like George Lopez is saying this and that. Sometimes I think that shit is planned because controversy creates content. So if he comes off and gives him a vote of confidence, that only goes so far. Right. But if he gives him a riff and like has a thing of like turmoil with him, that probably gets more clicks.
It does.
That probably gets
more.
You know what I'm saying? Because people love controversy. So through the beginning of time, wars, the winners write history. Wars are remembered, not times of peace. Wars. So like that controversy, I think, actually in itself establishes that up and comer more than a vote of confidence.
Yeah, but you don't think that George Lopez planned that out? That's not what you're saying.
That I don't know that to be a fact, but I mean, you know, regardless of how he said it or what he said, it's still going to trend.
True.
To some extent. But I think if he just gives him a vote of confidence, hey, this way he could take him on the road with him, have him feature or whatever. But if he disowns him or
it's almost bigger.
It's almost bigger in the grand scheme of things. So I don't know if it's planned, obviously, but I'm saying like for every action there is a reaction. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's cause and effect. So I don't know.
I mean, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock in the face.
That was genuine. He did not like that.
No, but hold on. But the reason I brought it up is because that pretty much gave Chris Rock the perfect ending to his new special. I just watched it. It was great. And he murdered it.
Everything in life is content.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's how you react, like you said, bro, and that is a big part of somebody's trajectory, bro. Because you could get fucking burned by that shit, or you could let it light a fire in you.
No, yeah, it should. You know, what was it? Don't let the headwinds in life propel you in the wrong direction. Turn it around and use them as tailwinds. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you can maneuver your way, and your course is going to change. You just have to be going with the wind. You know what I'm saying? So
you did used to fucking ride for Hallmark, didn't you?
I did. I'm pretty deep, dude. Pretty deep. All right, so you get out to Austin.
Yeah.
You're painting. You're doing that. You're still drinking. How long have you been sober?
Not, a little over 9 years.
Damn. Dude.
So I got sober.
Bro. Yeah, dude. Congrats.
2 weeks. Thank
Cheers.
you. Yeah.
Hey.
Yo, fucking drink up, man. Like I'm definitely not one of those people that judges people that party, man.
No,
it's
I know
like
you're not.
I can't do that shit anymore. Like
you just know what you
it.
turn into.
Straight up.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though is like there definitely is a genetic component to it. Cause like my father was not in my fucking life at all for a good reason. But he was a boxer and a wrestler in the Army. I just naturally inclined to play sports at a physical level.
The athletic ability.
You know what I'm saying? He was an untrained artist. He drew. I just naturally gravitated, and obviously when it came to drinking, I had a natural propensity for that, man.
Yeah.
You know, so that's an interesting concept right there. But,
yeah, it is.
No, I ended up getting sober the second week of January 2014. So 2 weeks after New Year's.
What made
Dog, it wasn't like anything Armageddon like. It was at that point I'd been drinking all day every day, and it was not. It didn't start out like that, but like I said, after my mom passed away, like I literally, if I felt like if I dealt with that, I would crack in half. And so I had one fucking picture in my room that was slightly turned away of my mom. I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
And that was kind of my mode over time as withdrawing from reality more and more and more. And it got to the point where I was barely even painting. Like weeks would go by where I was not painting.
It's cutting into your livelihood.
Exactly. But what would happen is if I didn't have enough to drink, I would start to feel panicky, and I almost died from trying to quit cold turkey.
Withdrawal.
I didn't know that you couldn't quit.
Oh no, you got to wean off everything.
Oh dog, this is before I moved to Austin, man. I just quit one day. It was like a Sunday. I'd been partying hard for like weeks. And I was asthmatic as a kid, so I thought I was just like, my chest was tight. I was like, oh, let's go outside and go for a walk. But it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And it got to the point where I called 911 on myself.
Anxiety.
But check this out. As soon as I sat down in the gurney in the fucking ambulance, they asked me what I was feeling, and I started to talk, and I fucking went into full-on seizure.
Damn.
Woke up in the ICU like 2 days later.
It's crazy because you
didn't come to for 2 days.
I mean, I was in and out. But I'm talking like a full head to toe.
Damn.
Locked up.
Every muscle in your body.
You're
like,
contracted. You're fucking.
Heart fucking.
But that's that chemical
scary,
makeup.
dog.
When you make something like that a part of your life for so fucking long,
That's
your
how
body becomes dependent on it.
Right,
And that's why the addiction is so.
Well,
so strong.
I didn't know.
Physiological addiction,
I didn't know this either, but it depresses your nervous system. So like as you're sobering up, it's like overwhelming your nervous system.
It's
That's
so
why,
much. It's so much.
So it's like throwing fucking water on a circuit breaker, just fries you and everything.
Yeah.
Fucking,
fire on a gasoline.
there you go. So I knew that. So
God, I'm dyslexic.
That was a scary place to be. So anybody who's drinking all day, every day, my heart goes out to them because I know you're a fucking fugitive right now, just trying to put out fires all day, and that's what it was. So it was like one Monday morning. I didn't have enough to drink, so I woke up. It was like 7 a.m. There was no booze. It was a beautiful fucking day, just like this, man. So it was like birds chirping. I didn't live far from South Congress, so I walked down to that Chevron that was right there in that busy intersection, and I'm just feeling like fucking Walking Dead.
Wait, is it Chevron or Chevron? I've been saying Chevron the whole life. Is it Chevron?
Chevron.
Is it Chevron? Okay.
Chevron.
Pecan.
Cool shirt, dude.
So I just ended up buying two beers, sat on the side of the fucking gas station, drinking to calm my nerves, and I had a good friend, still have a good friend, Taylor Bros from college, that we drank the same fucking way.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting sober after college. And he would never judge me. He would never, scream my phone calls. He would always pick up. So I left him a fucking crazy ass message. I don't even remember what it was, but I was just feeling like I was gonna have a heart attack, like panic. And so the afternoon ended up going by, got booze. He ended up calling me back that evening and was just like, yo, what's up? But the way I picked up, I was like, yo, what's up? Because I was back to normal, homeostasis, had enough booze. And just the way he said, what's up, I was just like, fuck, I remembered that
conversation.
Yeah. So, but this is the crazy thing is I didn't lie to him. And that was my MO. Like, you'd ask me how I'm doing.
I'm going to tell you.
But before you'd ask me how I'm doing, and I'd fucking lie to your face. I'd feel like fucking walking into oncoming traffic. But I'd be like, yo, what's up? I'm good, man. How you doing? But I told him I was fucking scared. Told him I was freaking myself out, and I didn't know what to do. And he told me to fucking pour out any booze that I had on me, which I did. My MO was that 1.75 liter of fucking cheap ass Taka.
Damn.
Oh boy, you
rocket fuel, dog.
You're in it.
Yo. So I had a full fucking handle. And he was just like, pour it out. And I was like, all of it? All of it? He was like, yeah, bitch, all of it. So that was the other thing is I ended up pouring out a whole fucking handle. And at that point, that's like pouring out fucking air.
Yeah.
But I did it anyway. And I was like, what now, bitch? He was like, go to a meeting. And I went to a fucking meeting that night. And I was, sitting on my hands because they were fucking shaking so bad. And I was taking alprazolam, that fucking generic Xanax.
Yeah.
Every now and again. I wasn't taking it all the time, so for the first 2 days, I would take like 1 or 2 pills so I didn't seize up.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can die.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't about to quit.
Only withdrawal you can die from.
Right, so I did that for 2 days. I took 2 pills,
and that was just. Did you know to do that, or did a doctor tell you that?
I knew. I felt internally.
After that seizure, I knew.
Yeah, right.
I knew. So. But that got me through. So I've been hitting meetings pretty much every day for almost 9 years, and that's like the biggest. Dog, it's the biggest part of what I got going on now.
Shit,
dog. It's changed every.
It's clarity, right? It's a sense of clarity.
Yeah, but here's like the biggest thing that a lot of people are scared of when they're getting sober, and this is for everybody, namely people that are creative. It's like, how am I going to be creative? Like, how am I going to be me? I even heard Danny Brown talking about this the other day on his show. How am I going to be me? And that was my biggest fear outside of like the physical dependency. Like, how am I going to create? And just what I've learned is that the one thing I needed to create, I was drowning every single day. I needed me to create. I needed to deal with reality. I needed to fucking feel. That's the biggest and hardest thing about being sober, is just feeling shit and it let pass through you and making it on the other side of those feelings and not drinking and whatnot. And what I've learned about feeling is that anything that's coming up is on its way out, number one, but anything that I'm willing to feel, I grow from.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the person I was 6 months ago.
No.
9 years ago, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And that's just something I couldn't do. It was arrested development. I was stuck. Like, when I got sober, I was 31. I felt like I was 31 going on 13, 31 going on 15.
You're in that hamster wheel,
you know what I'm saying? It was. I had some feeling to do, and
some soul searching.
All that, just reality to deal with, man.
Yeah.
But why I go to meetings and why I surround myself with people that are like-minded is it allows me to deal with reality, and I don't feel so alone. And that's where a lot of people that are really, really sick with their addictions are. Is they're in a fucking world of one.
Yeah.
They feel like they're the only person in the world that feels that way. They feel like there's no hope. Nobody understands. And like, I need to be reminded of that shit on a regular basis. Like, oh yeah, I'm fucking, if there's a name for it, virtually everybody's done it.
Yeah.
So I'm not the biggest piece of shit, and I'm not the shit. I'm just like everybody else, no better, no worse. And it's in that neutral area.
You're reminded by that. Like this is, man, I'm getting chills right now.
No, I'm saying, but
like,
yo, check this out. But like, it's in that neutral area where I'm no better, no worse, where I'm most creative, where I'm able to experience life, even really hard times, and shit just kind of rolls off me as opposed to sticking to me. It just allows me to be the happiest person that I can be. And, you know, definitely in today's society where it's, you know, I need to fucking establish myself and distinguish myself and gotta have some followers and people looking at me. Like, that's the polar opposite of what I go through when I go to meetings and live the way that I live. Like, I'm trying to connect.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see the parallels
because
especially with people I have a fucking problem with. How about that?
Yeah. That makes
like, I don't have resentments swimming around in my head and my heart anymore, man.
Yeah.
I have a way to let go of that shit now.
Yeah, no, I
agree,
agree,
don't have to drink. I don't have to drug. I don't have to fucking, whatever the addiction is. It could be porn. It could be fucking
anything.
food.
That's my addiction.
Too much of a good thing.
Too much of anything that I'm using to not deal with reality. Like, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah, because you got to be in it.
Yeah, and look, it's a human experience, man. Everybody feels that way, but what is synonymous about me as an addict is that if I exist in this spectrum where I'm sweeping shit under the rug and I'm denying, and you're asking me how I'm doing and I'm lying, if I do that for long enough, I'm gonna get to a point where I'm so overwhelmed and so walled in. Well, I'm just gonna say fuck it.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter how much I got going for me, what's riding on it, how much I've built up my life. Like, I've got to get out of my fucking head.
Sure.
I got to get out of my head.
Going to them meetings and talking to people. That
hell yeah, dude.
My grandma used to tell me that misery loves company, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, but also in that, not just misery, like people in that same sitting, in that same situation, like being able to talk to somebody and go through that same shit, know someone else went through the same trials and tribulations, that relatability can take off such a burden, such a weight off your chest to know, like, look, I ain't alone.
Nah.
I ain't a fucking alone. This is going on with other people as well. And having to share that camaraderie together, that shit builds like I know what you're saying, man.
Well, dude, check it out. I think the most powerful vibration is unconditional love.
For sure.
Love that where I don't have to be anything. I don't have to earn anything. Like, exactly where I'm at, I could be the most broken I've ever been, but I'm still loved. That's the most powerful. And I think the second most powerful vibration is understanding. Why does it feel so good to be around people that, like other comedians? They know people that
know your shit.
That know your shit, that know your struggles, you know what I mean? And what I've learned and what I love about going to meetings is I'm not around people that I would normally mix with. I mean, I'm mixing with people that I would fucking judge out of my life, no problem. But
in there,
bro, it's like I feel closer to some of these people, and people I've known my entire life on real shit.
Yeah,
no fake shit. Just like, oh shit,
we just spill. That's
how you feel.
Because I'm feeling that same. Yeah,
man. So it's like that. There's there's an impetus for that in everything, man. So that's why I love connecting with you guys in the comedy scene, the music scene, and just regular people. I really love trying to see myself in other people.
Yeah.
That's the shit.
Yeah.
But you got to look for it sometimes, man.
Right.
You gotta
And even in their fucking flaws, like you were saying earlier,
Yeah.
people you got a problem with, like, it's like, dude, you learn, because it's like, does that really fucking bother me, or am I gonna just create a problem, like, because somebody has a problem with me, or is it even a real fucking problem? It usually isn't.
Yeah, well,
It's usually not a real fucking problem.
You're having that conversation in your head for no fucking reason.
No, there's some episodes where some people are just disrespectful. You gotta check them and put them in there.
That's that. But like I said, like it's like, bro, to walk away sometimes is the best thing, and especially now, dude. I mean, we're grown ass motherfuckers. Ain't nobody got to be out here fucking beating somebody's head against the concrete or trying to prove points. Like, I'm gonna walk away from that shit, dude. I'm gonna go be with people that I want to be around with. Yeah, you call me a bitch, call me what you want, but I got nothing to prove to nobody, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, firsthand, I learned the other day. I mean, literally, it was like instinctual of me to not acknowledge a man who pulled a gun on me, bro. And look at how it worked out. You know what I mean? And it could have been different, but it proves right to the point to where, no, I'm not going to come and scuffle with you. I'm not going to sit here and battle demons with you whenever, it ain't that.
That could have ended so different.
he was just looking for someone to engage with, bro.
Exactly. And what you do is you don't engage with that bullshit. You know what I mean? It's there, bro, and we all got our own fucking shit. But the thing is, we also have people that love us. We also have things we have to do that we love. And so I just try to stay engulfed in that.
Yeah.
No
doubt, man. Yeah. So I mean, there's walking away from people, but what the problem is that, I mean, I'm sure you guys have this too. Like there were people that I had resentments with that were dead.
Yeah.
The people I haven't seen in fucking decades, and I'm still like thinking about them like in the shower, and I'm like, man, fuck that. You know what I mean? But what helps me let go of that again is seeing myself in them, and where I go is, what did this person experience that made them feel like it was okay to treat me like that?
Right.
Because everybody for the most part starts with the same fucking slate.
Yeah.
Play the hand you're dealt.
Bro, if my father was in my life and abused me and everything like that, like what would that have done to me, man?
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like I'm a product of not only my environment, but like my surroundings and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Man. So,
But coming out of all that and becoming in the life experiences and what you've done and shit, I mean, that harnessing that energy and finding the positivity in a dark ass area, you know what I'm saying? Like in a negative area, like going to them meetings, dude. Like you said, letting go of the resentment you had towards people, like just giving people the benefit of the doubt. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just
it goes a long fucking way, bro. Yeah. And it keeps you from holding on to that bullshit. It makes your chest lighter. It makes you able to kind of navigate yourself with more light. You know what I mean? That's
the best way to say it is lighter.
Yeah,
lighter.
Yeah.
It legitimately feels lighter when you let go of that shit.
Well, I mean, bro, because I went through, the similar shit party. I had to go to fucking rehab. I went to jail. I mean, obviously, I'm still in the fuckery. A little bit. But it's all no. But I mean, I would love to, be able to be completely. But the fact that I'm able to ration it and still navigate and function the way I need to further my process, it's because of the way I've learned to react, bro. That's why that shit stuck out to me. It's like, how do I learn to react? Like, dude, for the longest time, like the most dramatic and traumatic experiences in my life, aside from the things that I couldn't control, I was in complete control of it. And all I did was fucking stoke that fire. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Until it became my fucking problem.
Oh, yeah.
And the other person was the one walking away.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like, oh, fuck. God damn. You know what I mean? Here I am burning this shit up for what? I did this.
Flamethrower, dog.
Yeah, fool. So, once you learn that, it's like, bro, fuck all that. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, you know what? Have a nice day, bro.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. That's it.
Straight up. Yo, but it always gets me back to I think the biggest thing aside from everything is it gave me myself back and allowed me to create, dog.
Yeah.
And where I in that better space.
Well, check it out, man. Like I've been drawing since I was a kid, and I mean before I was worried about what other people thought, and money was involved, and all this external bullshit. Like I drew because I loved it, man.
You're passionate.
I'm passionate, but that's part of my process now is to try to approach my creativity with the openness of a child, but with the wisdom of an adult. Man. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like get back to that place where I'm not judging my work, where I'm not worried about other people, where I'm just creating, like something hits me and I express it. Those are fucking gifts.
Yeah. And if you're blocked up with all that bullshit,
fuck
you'll
yeah,
never
man. I
see
mean,
that
dog,
vision,
what you guys got are fucking gifts. Like, you guys are in tune to shit, and you receive it and you express it. And when you do, man, it makes people feel a certain way. Like, I love when you fucking riff.
Yeah.
I love when you fucking play. Like, I can feel that energy, like something's coming through you. It's authenticity, bro.
It really is.
You can't fake that shit.
No, cause sometimes it's just like, I don't want to say a higher being or something, but sometimes it's just like, it just feels like you're not even there, like you're floating. You know what I'm saying?
It's just it's not necessarily a being. It's just a higher energy that is there.
It's a different vibe.
It is fucking. It's whenever you let that spirit crack through, bro.
Yeah,
you just let it crack through, and you become that vessel.
You get on that frequency,
and you need clarity to be able to do that because the shit. Whenever you're drowning yourself in things to take away from that,
with that being said, too, though, on another flip side of that, like, there's been nights, of pain and heartache and trauma that associated with this and drinking and shit. That in that, I found moments of clarity, like soaking my pain or soaking my trauma with an escape. But then when you hit rock bottom, there ain't nowhere else you can fucking go but up. You know what I'm saying? The climb back up the mountain is better than the fall itself. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to be knocked down to get a check of reality, to say, I got to go this other way.
Yo, check it out, man. One of the things that really inspired me when I first got to meetings was, the people that had time. Like, I couldn't imagine being sober for a day, much less a week or a month or years or decades like people were. But there were people, what got me was not only honesty, but like people talking about shit that, dude, I mean, I'm talking about things that I didn't even like to let myself think. They were talking about this shit freely.
Right.
And it was from a spot where they weren't ashamed of it anymore. They were talking about like, this is something that helped propel them to be where they are today. This is part of their story. And so that's how I feel about it now. It's like, dude, I needed to get expelled. I needed to feel how it felt. I needed all that fucking heartache and break to
100%.
Get to a point, but check it out. Get to a point where I was like, fuck it. I don't know what to do. Somebody tell me what to do.
Throw your hands up.
Help me let go.
I need some help.
Bro, and honestly, that's what I try. That's right. What I try to get to when I'm painting on Kill Tony, when I'm painting a mural, or I'm just doing a dumb little sketch, man. I don't ask for anything specific. I just ask the universe to help me let go.
Hey, I appreciate you making me so skinny, though.
Oh, come on.
Whatever the fuck happens there. I
Sexy
mean,
motherfucker.
yo, I mean, that's a sex icon if I've ever seen it, dude. Yo, that lightning bolt.
I see.
Yeah, no. Nah, dude, I mean, it's been fucking...
What you got, Gary?
So I got a question. I wrote this down earlier when Bobby was talking about this guy pulling a gun on him. You said that that's demonic. And it made me think, I know that AA, part of that is religious, right? There's a lot of religion involved in
Spirituality.
AA. Spirituality?
Yeah, it's got very little to do with religion.
It doesn't have anything to do with religion.
It's got religious
undertones.
It's got religious words.
That was the crux of my question. I'm just curious if you were spiritual religious prior, or if that was something that you picked up.
Nah, I mean, I wasn't raised religious, but and that's something that really repels a lot of people getting sober.
I feel like it gets a bad rap in certain settings.
Yeah, but check this out. I spent the first 4.5 months of going to meetings every day, sometimes 2-3 meetings a day. But I wasn't moving forward the steps because of the word God. And it just kind of made my skin crawl. And I didn't really understand it. Like, I thought that, I needed to like if I came to enough meetings, a fucking ray of sun would hit me in the chest. I'd levitate and I'd be like, oh, there you are, God. Oh, I'm excited to do this work. But it didn't happen. And it really confused me. And I had a sponsor, someone that I really trusted. And I asked him, I was like, what is this higher power all about? And he was like, Chris, think about it like this. When you think of an endless stream of unconditional love and understanding, what comes to mind? Dude, I swear to God, before I even finished that sentence, my mother came up.
It's warmth, familiarity.
Not that my mother's God, but like, I know what it feels like to be loved, where I didn't have to earn shit, right? I didn't have to, I could be just who I am. And I know how it feels to be understood. So that was like the ember for me. And once I got into the step work and not even all 12 steps, but just the first like 5 or 6 steps, it started to shift my perspective away from this victim mentality and what had happened to me, but more of how I responded to it and the role I played in creating my life. And it allowed me to let go of enough shit where the only way I can explain this is it allowed me something to come into my heart, and it wasn't like. It allowed me to see something in my heart that was always there. It wasn't like I found God. It helped me see that whatever God is, I was blocking it.
You clean the window off. You can now see it
straight up,
clearly. Yeah.
straight up. But the biggest thing I've learned about spirituality, it has very little to do with what I think and what I believe and how I feel, and it has everything to do with what I do, how I'm being, how I'm showing up, how useful I am to other people, what I'm adding to the stream of life as opposed to what I'm reaping.
Pulling away. Yeah.
Shit.
Straight up. So believe what you want to believe, man. But if I'm trying to add to the stream of life each day, man, I'm leaving love and understanding and peace. I mean,
kindness.
Why do you guys even want me on this fucking show?
Right. Well, it's because
best
episode yet.
Oh, I thought this was like a diversity thing.
Whoa,
you know what I mean?
dude,
Jeez.
Hey, I got another question.
Yo.
Stem off that you mentioned like feeling like a victim.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that contributed to substance abuse?
It was part of it. I mean, what allows me to let go is my unwillingness to to see my role in shit. So, long story short, yeah, man, I was very accustomed to pointing fingers, very accustomed to feeling like the victim, this, that, and the other. But
that's human nature. When someone feels like they're wronged or they're undermined, that's human nature to be like, but.
There's no power in victimhood, though.
There really isn't. That's in today's world. I feel like
Powerless.
Powerless.
Yeah, but I feel like in today's world, a lot of people get fucking
a pat on the back for being a victim.
Like, dude, like everybody gets a participation trophy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's
100%.
like, you need to have the establishments
accountability
because how are you going to get better if you're told you're good when you're not?
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
How do you grow? How do you have growth in that? That victim analogy, I've never fucking understood that. Like, you ain't got to be the best. But like when you aren't up to par, you shouldn't just be rewarded because you showed up. You should want to do it. Human nature in yourself, you should want to strive to be better.
Right.
You should want to fucking indulge in things that make you better as a person, whether it be growth or whether it be like your determination to set a goal and achieve it. There's a serotonin in your brain when you actually set a goal and you actually achieve it that releases that no drug can give you.
Right.
It's goal oriented. We're goal oriented creatures by nature.
Yeah.
The development and the evolution of which way we come. It's serendicative. I don't even know if I'm using the right word.
Serendipity.
Did you say evolvation instead of
Evolution.
evolution?
Hey.
Dude, it's not. Hey, look. It's not what you say.
It's how you fucking say it.
Yeah, it's the fucking intention.
But real shit, like the victimhood mentality. I've never really understood that. I've never really got the grasp of why people feel sorry. There's a time to reflect and be like, fuck, man, I feel bad, but it should never be to the point where like people are rewarding you. You should have people around you that build you up. Bird of a feather flock together. You should surround yourself with people of positivity and enlightenment, and you should surround yourself in that so that you can grow. But you should never like look for that pat on the back. You know what I'm saying? You should achieve something that warrants that pat on the back. I've always thought that, and I don't know. I feel like that's the difference between followers and leaders is someone that actually strives to be better when they know they're playing from behind, right?
Straight up. And there's also a certain level of earnestness that comes from, earning whatever your dream is. Like, if someone were to just if I were to snap my fingers, someone just granted me my dream, dude, you know how easy I would let go of that shit?
It's not the same, yeah.
But, I've bled for this. I've cried for this. I've done everything for this. Like, you'd have to take it through my lifeless kung fu grip to get this shit out of my hand. Like, I've earned where I'm at right now. Yeah. And there's just a big difference between someone who's gifted something and someone
You
earned
can see
something.
it 'cause tough times make
bro,
tough
I mean,
men.
look at where you're at right now with the comedy, man.
Yeah.
Like, you earn this shit.
Yeah, but it's his haircut, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
really.
dude. If you
It
look
is
on
glorious. It is glorious, I will say.
Yeah, if I had like a receding hairline like Gary, I'd be fucked.
Yeah,
You know?
And that's coming from someone who's mixed, bro. You got some glorious curls,
hair.
man.
Are you mixed?
Yeah,
I thought you were Mexican.
black and white.
I don't see color. Hey, dude.
Wow. Unbelievable. Bobby's got to roll out here in like 10 minutes or so, or 5 minutes or so to get to the show.
I mean, I'm gonna wait. We're almost done.
We're in a pocket here.
No, I know. I was
need
gonna
you
say.
to just Jamie.
Will you relax?
Jamie?
I was gonna say I can give Bobby the keys to the truck if you want to keep rolling until 4.
I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I feel like it's been a good one. If we want to rap, we can rap. I mean,
I want to keep going personally.
It's hard to build off that because that was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
That was a good one. This probably,
That's what I'm saying.
This is one of the best podcasts I've ever heard, let alone be a part of. This is fucking
You sure, man?
inspirational. You want to keep going? You want to keep telling your story?
Dog, I'm here.
Let me
man.
piss, dude. Y'all
Yeah.
chop it up.
Let's take a quick break. I need some coffee.
All right, let's
Yeah,
do that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool. Let's
We
do
can
that.
break.
Yeah, then break.
All right, well, we're back. We had to piss. Bobby had to change his boots. Man, what a fucking episode. I mean, Chris, thank you for fucking being here, dude. That was moving. I don't really get gay from time to time, but I shed a tear there off camera. But no, great time. So, but what are you, so everything's good now. I mean, you're back at it. Where can people find your art? What are you doing? What do you got coming in, coming out? I mean, where are you got a gal? I know you said you was in Beaumont the other day doing some painting.
Yeah,
Are you traveling? What's your course of life now?
I'm all over the place, man. I just did my first mural festival in Beaumont, the Beaumont Mural Festival. That was a fucking great time.
Do you tattoo at all, or you just paint?
That's way too much pressure, man.
Way too much pressure.
That's way too much pressure.
My tattoo artist that does all these
It's
realism
fucking
portraits,
sick, yo.
dude,
I think tattoo is.
he's an artist though.
Yeah,
he
no doubt.
He doesn't have a tattoo on him. Shout out Mike Packer. Oh, he might have one or two
A
tattoos. but
tattoo artist with no tattoos.
He's got maybe one or two when he was younger, but like he's a true artist. Draws, like does paintings, and like that's his shit. And like just watching him work, and he has a lot of apprentices in there, and there are a lot of younger kids and stuff. And like, you know, you walk in there and you walk into his tattoo shop, and last time I was in there, it was like 3 girls, young girls that are apprentices, and like I'm like, it doesn't look like your stereotypical fucking tattoo shop. It's not intimidating. It doesn't have that vibe. I'm like, why do you have? He's like, well, because these, you know, people, the young, they're willing to learn. I don't have to deal with drug addicts who are showing up late to work. He's like, if someone wants to learn, I'll teach him. And he's got so many tricks in the trade. Like even when he's doing it on me, I'll watch how he shades or watch how he blends, and like, it's crazy because like when you're a true artist, it's not a shortcut. But it's ways to make things pop, the subtleties and things that really make it go. And I feel like, and he's just a true artist. So like when I see your shit,
doing, that's for sure, man.
Oh, you want this back?
Yeah, no, I wanted to. I think it's an amazing craft. It was way too much pressure to learn, man, because I fuck up. Yeah. That's part, like, you've seen me with my painting shit. I got fucking paint everywhere.
Like, oh, these are M's, these are birds.
Hey, you seen Miles of tattoos at our shows?
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. What does that say?
Grass is green.
The other side.
Nice. Yeah, let's get that for the camera. Bobby, that's so fitting for you.
Yeah. He was like, I could fix that easy. I was like, nope, it's going to stay like that. That's your fucking brand, Miles Lee on Medina.
What did that say? Grass is green?
The other side.
Oh, that's fucking
I'm talking about, hey, it's a lyric, baby. Not really, but yeah. Anyways, but yeah, people can fuck up tats and...
You need a cleaner shirt to be on the other side, dude, because that shirt sucks.
Bro, this shirt is fucking better than any shirt you've ever worn.
Dude,
I'm tired of you saying
look like you just...
It's a pearl snap fucking Hawaiian
No,
shirt.
the pearl snaps are dope, but you look like you own parrots.
No, that's Hank. Hey, I got one more question.
Yeah.
What is the single painting or job or whatever that you are the most proud of?
Look at Jamie Jr. from the corner pocket with no shirt on and his fucking areolas
I was
hanging
a
out.
journalist, all right? Relax.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's a
college
few
boy.
of them. There's a few of them. The one that comes to mind would have to be that mural that I did at my old prep school that I got expelled from, man. Like that I'm telling you, like that was...
That's so
That's
fucking
bad.
That was your moment of redemption,
Yeah, seriously.
right?
That's like out of a book, Chris.
But it's...
Like you said, it's about what you give, not what you take, dog.
Like that was I mean, some of the best friends I have to this day I met there. That's where I learned to paint. Like that's where it opened up the spectrum of possibilities for me. Like the college that I got into, small Ivy League school. Like it was an amazing experience, and I didn't even tell anybody. It wasn't like I prayed for this, but I always wanted to go back there and just say thank you, because I left that place on a fucking low. I felt like I fucked and let down everybody, my mother, all the coaches that got me there. And just to go back there was like, it settled some shit in my heart. Yeah. So that was one, but the other one would be that mural that I did on 12th and Chicon that's still there. I painted that first. It was 2 renditions. The first rendition I did December 2013 before I got sober. Like I finished it 2 weeks before I got sober. And it looked like someone who had been drinking all day.
Yeah.
When I looked at it, at least. So I always wanted to go back into that. And in 2017, when all the gentrification was going on the east side, it got painted over.
That pissed you off, didn't it?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it got painted over, and I did a Facebook post about it, and that shit went viral. Like the news outlets covered it, and mad people around Austin kind of rallied together and got me to go back there and paint.
And you got to
redo it.
from a sober standpoint.
From a sober standpoint, man.
Yo, that's just a redemption.
And the title of that one's called We Rise.
Just fucking call this episode
dude.
Goosebumps, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's been all day. And then your your third one probably be the one behind you. Look, dude, it's easy to make somebody pretty, but when you're already pretty, my God, have y'all seen this right here?
I mean, look at those icy blues,
Dude,
man.
icy. Even in a black,
blues.
even in a black and white, you can see they're piercing through your soul, Bobby. That looks at you like you should get a car, so I got to stop not picking you up anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he didn't put any of your fucking blemishes or neck spots on there.
Oh, thanks, dude. Thanks, fucking dude. Well, Chris, dude,
Is there anything we missed?
No, I think that's it, dude. I got to end it on that note because
Yeah,
I mean,
that was
Chris,
fucking
I appreciate
fabulous.
the fucking hell out of you.
I love you guys, man. Thank you for
Where
having
can
me.
the people find you? What?
It's on Instagram. It's at Chris Rogers Art, ROGERS.
You got a website?
I got a
or anything?
website. It's www.chrisrogersartist.com.
And is that your main style? That stuff like that? Or can you do-
This is an hour and a half. I painted that live, so I mean, I can do a lot more
what
That
detail.
is so insane.
Yeah, that's nuts. But
That's crazy.
What is your favorite, like, drawing pencil pad, like, or water? Like, what is your go to? What is something that you enjoy that you think you've just got down to a fucking science?
Well, I've been doing a lot of portraiture work, so I definitely love doing that. But I don't like doing the same thing all the time. Like I do,
You like to mix it up.
I like to mix it up.
Challenge
I'm
yourself.
working right now. I'm working at your mom's house studio. I'm doing a mural series there, and I'm on mural number 1 of 3.
Nice.
And I've been working on the first mural for 2.5 months. Like,
And you've been posting updates on Instagram.
Yeah, man,
regularly, so
I'm
that's
swan
a good reason
diving.
for people to be following you. 'Cause
Yeah.
I follow all your updates.
Yeah, I
on
love
Instagram.
it, dude. I love your shit.
Yeah, so Tom and Christina over there at YMH, shout out.
Yeah,
You know what, man? I might pay you to paint something on the ceiling in here or something like that. That's not
Dude,
a bad
let's get your
idea.
court case figured out before you start shelling out money. Okay, let's just relax.
Wow.
Okay,
Dude.
dude.
Hey, thanks for bringing that up, man. Great way to end the episode. I'm gonna go jump off my roof. Thanks.
Okay.
It's been great, dude.
Hey man,
Love you
great
guys,
man.
man.
Podcast.
Love you,
Thanks
dog.
for
Love
coming,
you.
dude.
Thank
This
you,
couldn't have went. I couldn't have dreamed this up any better. I mean, that was fucking.
You have
Let's
fucking
go.
night terrors, you little ugly fucking gremlin.
Yeah, because I got to wake up in the morning and go, where's Bobby? Because he's late. He doesn't have a car.
His phone's probably
Anyways,
dead.
listen, get your cats spaded and neutered. Shout out Bob Barker. This has been another fucking episode of my Drunk Uncle's podcast with my co-host Bobby Flaco, Jamie Jr. in the back with no shirt on, Areola's hanging out, and Uncle Lazer, dude. We'll be back, and thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to Chris.
Peace.
It'll be good.